Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. Spain have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This fella Martinez is the latest striking talent to emerge from Argentina, and the way he likes to operate from deeper positions draws comparisons with some of the very finest from his country. More of an auxiliary striker.
Can he finish? Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So, a breakthrough already. Romero, Martinez. Now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vardiol. Kovacic. This is a promising build-up. Now that's well seen too. Almada. And it's McAllister. Now it's Messi. Now it's Martinez. It's a really well-measured ball. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Tries to get it clear. There will be a throw-in. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he lines up a cross. Keeper's dealt with that. And that should get the job done. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Kovacic. That's destined for the flank. Not where it came from. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Front-footed pressing going on here. Probing pass. Can he get onto this? And it's a corner. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Ferran Torres. Takes aim and crosses. Romero gets it away. Now it's Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Montiel is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And that was very necessary. Referee's given a throw. Guardiola cuts out the pass. Lisandro Martinez promptly onto that, and that is that. Kovacic. Now it's Ferran Torres. Great ball if he can get there. He's got away. And Shevchenko! Martinez. Played out towards the right wing.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Serginho. Pressing high and with purpose. Romero. Almada. Kim Min-jae. Space for him to turn and look. Played into the box. Oh, well played, well played. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Not the most convincing of passes. Kovacic is always looking to break lines. Now the ball in. And that is expertly dealt with. Quality ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Martinez. Fernandez receives it in a good position here. Tries to pass it through. McAllister. Simeone. Now there's a fine ball. Picked and the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Looking for a runner. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Spain looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. Kovacic! Fantastic from Kovacic! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Spain are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Martinez. Simeone. Now it's Ferran Torres. And it's Kovacic. That's a good ball out wide. There's the shot! Now it's Messi. Kim Min-jae kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Shevchenko. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Simeone's cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Serginho picks it up out wide. Serginho, towering header!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Now it's Messi. Now it's De Paul. Messi. Now it's Fernandez. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Cools. Now Schlotterbeck. He shifted it to the flank. Vardiol. And it's Serginho. And this is Shevchenko. Now it's Ferran Torres! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Spain can now introduce the first of their substitutes, and the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
A case now of complete control. Spain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Great vision. He's in a great position here. Good ball, good take. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Argentina choosing to make the first change.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And he's managed to get rid. Tries to play it through. And instinct... Oh, great leap! And again! And there's a goal! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Messi. Simeone. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's found a way through. The ball goes in. And it's claimed by the keeper. Pinches it off him. Spread to the right. Now it's De Paul. McAllister. Oh, good spread. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And he's gone looking for safety. Now it's Ferran Torres. Rui Costa. Oh, this looks sharp. The less said about that pass, the better. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Ferran Torres. Lisandro Martinez can clear it away. And that is headed. Terrific effort! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Fernandez. And he goes cross-field. Now it's Messi. And it's Fernandez. Could move up a gear here. Van Basten. That has been slung wide. Strong running down that left flank. Real chance! It's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Simeone, and he's picked it up out wide. Decent chance! And no mistake. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Out towards the flank. And the keeper gets his hands on it. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Kovacic, happy to bask. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd shapes to shoot! Goal! Spain! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time.
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry and great confidence.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He was under real pressure there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the pass is intercepted. It's a smartly directed ball. Schneider. Oh, there's a probing ball. Right, Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Oh, that caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Dembele, he's got away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Spain leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. And it's Shevchenko. Now it's Simeone. And here's Ferran Torres. And he shoots! And a neat finish. They are purring, truly purring. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Mbappe, showing great feet there. Quarter of an hour played. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, such a clever touch. Shevchenko, terrific effort! That was superb goalkeeping.
Simeone actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
He's gone forward. Now it's Olise. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Tries to pass it through. He's on it, can he get away? Mbappe! Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Vardiol. Chance here to counter. Serginho. Now it's Shevchenko. Ferran Torres! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Chouameni, that's a sharp pass. Now it's Mbappe. Kovacic. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Shevchenko. Serginho in acres of space out wide. And he's there to retrieve it. He's found space here. A header! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. Certain, searing and imperious.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Spain find a position of real strength now. Nicely weighted ball. And that is expertly dealt with. And it's slung out wide. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played, well played. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Hernandez. Doué. Spain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Gets a good foot in there. Serginho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Goes for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Hernandez. Not the most accurate pass. Serginho. Oh, good spread. Simeone finding himself in space. Simeone. Oh, good effort! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Aim forwards. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Doué. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Spain will be wanting more of the... And the finish! Well taken goal. They are playing them off the park. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. And it's Hernandez. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Dembele. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Mbappe! And that is faded wide. Kim Min-jae. That's really well manoeuvred. Cools. Nice control. In towards the back stick. That'll be a corner. And he's there to clear it. France have the chance to go the other way. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Serginho currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Looking for the run.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Shevchenko. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Shevchenko! Keeper always had the measure of that. Simeone. Can he get it through? Good read, needed to be.
Spain couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Can he finish? Oh, that's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
France can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Saliba. And it's Hernandez. Just eases him off the ball. Dembele. Rabiot, Simeone, and Kovacic. Simeone wriggles his way through. Lovely ball, and Shevchenko! Incredible! Just incredible!
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
France have opted to make another change here.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And here's Mbappe. Serginho. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rabiot. Akliouche. And here's Barcola.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Kovacic. Now it's Ferran Torres. And this is Shevchenko. Now there's a... Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Saliba. And it's Hernandez. And it's with the keeper. And Upamecano, Koundé, Chouameni. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Simeone has it out wide and in space. Takes aim and towering header! And again! Goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Le numéro 27.
Upamecano, Chouameni to Rabiot. Over to the right flank. Guardiola does well not to be outdone there. Kovacic is the team's great visionary. Now it's Simeone. And here's Ferran Torres. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, important interception. Akliouche.
Il y aura 4
Time
minutes
added
de
on,
temps additionnel.
4 minutes. And he's intervened well there. Can he get on the end of this? And there's the shot! And there's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
But pour l'équipe
Some of those
d'Espagne.
players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Saliba. And it's Rabiot. And it's Akliouche. Played out towards the right wing. Guardiola gets it away. So that's it. It is all over. Ah, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Shevchenko reflecting on a stellar performance and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece. Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute... Takes a shot! Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, I'm Aymeric Laporte. He's a centre-back who's one of the best in the business when it comes to playing out from defence. He can spark quick counter-attacks or put his foot on the ball and retain it when a breather is needed. He's a very solid defender too. And opposition forwards, they're not going to get much change out of this guy.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent...
And he shoots! Oh, it's come loose. In he goes again! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target. Gavi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here!
Oh, great feat, that.
Very nicely done. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And it's been hooked away. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So, a breakthrough already. Ferran Torres gets a good foot in there. And the two sides separated by the game's only... Tries a shot! And that's a good finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, that's superb. Cucurella. Spain have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Schlotterbeck. And it's Kovacic. That has been cut short. Pedri. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Kovacic. Kuz. To Schneider. Simeone. Foot in.
Simeone really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Ferran Torres. Ah, he'd have done well to reach that. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Lovely feet. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Shevchenko. Shevchenko! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Serginho. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cucurella. Now it's Gavi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kovacic. Can he get on the end of this? Fabian Ruiz. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And it's Gavi. Now it's Gavi. Simeone did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Shevchenko. Oh, good take and a good... Decent chance! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
A case now of complete control. Looking to play him in. Ferran Torres. He's had a shot! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Now it's Shevchenko. Simeone. Oh, good-looking ball.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And that has left him in a heap. Laporte. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Spain looking unstoppable, unbeatable, and in case you're wondering, yes, that really is the scoreline. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kovacic. Schlotterbeck. And Serginho. He's on it, can he get away? That's destined for the flank. Simeone. Kim Min-jae. Schlotterbeck. Schneider. Great vision. Shot, surely! And he hits the net! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Llorente. That is lovely. That's a throw. Showing good feet. Llorente has it in a wide position. Plays it in low. Corner given. Pedri goes short. Gavi plays it in. Kim Min-jae is there and he can get that clear. Shevchenko being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Ferran Torres gets into a good position. And he's heaved it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Gavi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kovacic. Now it's Gavi. That has been slung wide.
could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Laporte. And it's Cucurella. And it's Gavi. It's Pedri. Oh, that's a key interception. Cools. He's a sharp little ball here. Simeone's cross. And a header! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Guardiol. Sneijder. Shifted it to the flank. Hangs one in. And he's taking no chances there.
Cambio de jugadores.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. And this is Sneijder. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Fabian Ruiz. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Yamal. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri with the short one. Swings in across. Shevchenko getting this one clear. And it's Pedri. Oh, some tackle that. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Ferran Torres.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Cools. It's a sharp pass. There's the shot! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Spain certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Spain are looking to go forward now. Now it's Williams. Spread it left. Nico Williams picks it up out wide. Guardiol. Kim Min-jae. Quality ball. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Yamal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Ferran Torres. Well, that's beautifully weighted. There's the header! It's a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
El dorsal 27.
Rodri. And it's Pedri. Over to the right flank. And that will be it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Shevchenko picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Goes for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Good read, needed to be. Torres! Goal, Spain! You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
4 minutes is number 18, Torres.
England finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's destined for the flank. Anderson. And here's Kane. Bellingham. Serginho. That's really well manoeuvred.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's a shade optimistic. Bellingham. Rice. Now Anderson. Stones. Now Konsa. And it's James. Vardiol spots it and intercepts. And here's the chance to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ferran Torres. Rice. Distributed tidily. Now it's Madueke. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Madueke. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Shevchenko.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he shoots! Oh, good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Spain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And he's well positioned. There's the shot! Brilliant from Shevchenko! A finish of true class! They are purring, truly purring. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That's a good ball out wide. Madweke. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Simeone. Spain have scored 2 quick goals here. Shevchenko is flagged offside. Schneider. And here's Shevchenko. Played out to the left flank. Back in one. And the finish! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Rice. Stones. Now O'Reilly. Gordon. Kim Min-jae. Kovacic is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. James. Now Konsa. Rice. Now it's Kane. It's a really well-measured ball. And that's out of reach. He's found a way through. Spain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Looking for the run. Now it's Ferran Torres. Threads one in. Simeone in acres of space out wide. Anderson. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. He's had a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Rice. Gordon. And it's Bellingham. For Rice. Into the channel. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Kim Min-jae. Simeone. To Schneider. And it's Serginho. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Anderson. So a temporary halt to the action. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Please welcome our players,
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Spain are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Gordon gets into a good position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vardiol. Now it's Simeone. Now it's Ferran Torres. And Shevchenko! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely weighted ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
This looks promising. Chance! No, that's just wide.
Spain really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Bellingham. He shifted it to the flank. Gordon! Oh, that pass isn't the best. Shevchenko being watched hawkishly here.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
Cruz. Simeone.
That was lovely, that.
Can he get it through? And he's certainly onside here. He's on it, can he get away? Tries a shot! It's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
After 62 minutes is number 23, Schneider.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
The attendance for this match was 96,000.
Nice looking ball. That's the keeper's ball. James. Now, can they get him away? And it's James. Now it's Kane. Over to the right flank. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, that's been intercepted. Looking to play him in. Can he latch on to this? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Knocks it into space. Oh, that was vital. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Drives it in. Oh, well played, well played. Spread to the right. And that is out of play. England have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Madueke. Menu, he leaps for it! Pinches it off him, spread out to the left, Serginho! And this takes a shot! And a neat finish! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Number 23, Schneider.
Stones. And it's Menu. Kane. Now it's Ferran Torres. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Eze. Now it's Ferran Torres. And he's lost his man here. Simeone's cross. Menu.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's going wide left.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Kim Min-jae. Schlotterbeck. Knocks it out wide. Gordon. So that's it. It is all over. Spain, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Shevchenko reflecting on a stellar performance and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Spain definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.